Something dumb. You're in. Hey, Gizmo's in. We're going to do something maybe not the smartest thing today, but I want to know. We have the new BigHorn 550. It comes with a winch that says it'll pull 3,500 pounds. Now, we don't have any real way of knowing if it'll pull 3,500 pounds, but what we're going to do is tie this meter onto our tractor, which is about 4,000 pounds, and we're going to see if it will actually slide the side-by-side along on the blacktop. I think it will. Once we do our winch test, I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to put the side-by-side in low range, and we're going to see how many pounds it'll pull. It has a rating of 1,200 pounds of trailer towing power, and this will give us a good idea. I want to know.
Hey, hang with me to the end of the video. I'm going to go through it kind of analytical and, after some time to review it all and tell you what my thoughts are.
What could go wrong? All right, so what we're going to do now, we got the winch cable right here, and there's a latch on the side here, or a knob. You turn it to the back. It's really easy to turn it. Once you turn it to the back, this thing will free spool. Now, I'm going to do something. I got my glove somewhere. Cables are notorious for having little spurs, and if your hand slides across it, it just acts like a little razor blade. So don't just grab a hold of this. Don't do what I'm doing. We use the other end of the chain to make a loop. You see that? So it's going through its settings. So what I'm going to do now, I go back in and turn the knob back to engage the winch. I'm going to crank the side-by-side up and then turn the button on and pull it in. I'm also going to be holding the brake. I guess now we'll turn it around and see how much it'll pull from the back. Okay, we're set up again. I got my chain set up, and this is going to go to the back of the side-by-side. It goes through to the scale when it's hooked up to the back of the tractor. We're going to see how much this side-by-side will pull in low range and in high range. And we're going to keep this in four-wheel drive with all axles locked, so it should be the absolute maximum pull. So the one thing, the engine has been running, the transmission's warm, the engine's warm, everything's warm. So this is not cold, and it's not really even that cold of a day. So Tanya's going to watch it, and we'll talk you through it. All right, again, we've got this in four-wheel drive, locked, and we're going to go low range.
So it pulled 1,288 pounds, and it's hard to tell on this meter because as soon as I felt the belt slip at all, I released it. I don't want to burn my belt, but I took you a snapshot here. Okay, let me tell you my thoughts. So first off, let's get some physics and some rating schemes out of the way. When a vehicle says it can pull 1,200 pounds, it doesn't mean that it can literally pull 1,200 pounds. It means it can roll a 1,200 pound load, say a trailer. So in this particular case, the BigHorn is rated to pull a 1,200 pound trailer, but it's not meant to pull 1,200 pounds of weight directly. It's meant to roll 1,200 pounds, which takes a lot less energy. The fact that the BigHorn will actually pull 1,200 pounds is pretty amazing. Okay, let's talk about the winch now. So the winch is rated at 3,500 pounds, and I have no doubt that the capacity of the winch is 3,500 pounds. And you can see that at around 1,300 pounds, it started sliding the side-by-side across this pavement. Now, also understand that pavement is good for friction, but this pavement is pretty smooth in your own knobby tires, so it's not the actually best traction place you can get. But still, it did pull the side-by-side. I will say this, though, that the winch almost run out of power, and it's not the fact that the winch is not capable. It's just that this side-by-side has a very small battery. If you really wanted the maximum capacity of this winch, you would need to go ahead and add a reserve battery. There's a big compartment under the seat. That'd probably be a good place to do it. You could add a reserve battery, and therefore you could get the full potential of the winch. The small battery that comes with it, it'll start getting weak fairly quick. It's not meant to use like continuously. It's made to pull yourself out and move on. If you want to see a little bit more of this UTV in a more harsh environment, I'm going to put some video at the end. Last week we did a video out at the woods in the snow, and I didn't get to put all the video in that. I'll leave a link to that video, and I'm also going to add some extra video here that I just didn't have time in the last video to put.
Okay, that was fun. I just wanted to see what it would do. Appreciate you watching the channel. If you got any ideas, leave it in the comment section below. God bless. Have a great day.
God bless. Have a great day.